Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
And here we are. What's happening, people? How are you guys doing? Let me know how you're doing in the comments box below. For the ones of you that don't know me yet, my name is Andrew, and for the last 10 years, I've worked in many retail and institutional Forex brokerages in Europe. Join me in this amazing journey and find out the hidden corners of Forex trading from top industry specialists. Learn what most Forex brokers don't want you to know by watching our daily broadcasts. And if you like what you see, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. Today, I want to talk to you about the 5 common mistakes beginner traders make in 2021. I'll give you 30 seconds to absolutely smash that subscribe button below, and then we get started. Smash that subscribe button. It's free. It's not biting. Click on it. All right. We're coming back live in 30 seconds with 5 common mistakes made by beginner traders in 2021. And we're back, guys, as promised, with top 5 common mistakes made by beginner traders in 2021. But first, let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know if you're struggling with anything. Type your comments in the comments box. Let me know what you think about the show, what you think about the presentation, what you think about myself. Let me know, and that's the only way I can help. So, 5 common mistakes made by beginner traders in 2021, guys. Number 1, and a very important one, depositing money without knowing why. I don't know if it happened to you, or maybe it happened to one of your friends. When you get that odd phone call, when someone puts pressure on you, telling you to deposit money for no apparent reason. Right, this is one of the biggest mistakes, guys. If you get an odd phone call saying Bitcoin has reached, did you see how high the price of Bitcoin is? Or did you see how high the price of gold is, or how low the price of gold is? You have to deposit money now. Think twice, guys. What is the purpose? What is the reason for you to deposit that amount of money? And usually when you get those phone calls, it's a large amount of money thereafter. So don't deposit money without knowing exactly why. Right. Let's assume someone calls you and tells you, right, you have to deposit $20,000 now. Did you see the price of Bitcoin? It's at $40,000. So what? This is the question. So what? How is depositing in a trading account $20,000 help you benefit from a movement that already happened, guys? Bitcoin is already at $40,000. Can anyone tell you for a fact Bitcoin will go to $50,000 in one day? The probability is for Bitcoin to make a correction. So if you deposit money in hope for the price of Bitcoin to go up, it might go down. You might lose your investment. That's why depositing money without knowing why is top 1 mistake beginner traders make. Let's move on to number 2, guys, and see what is the number 2. Not understanding the take profit stop loss purpose. That's another massive mistakes beginner traders do all the time, and they blow up account over account. When you're trading CFDs, when you're trading online, guys, you have a thing called take profit and stop loss. Those are predefined targets which you can set. Yeah, and when one of those targets will be hit, your position will close automatically. So take profit, as the name suggests, your position will close automatically when that price that you decide where to place your take profit, will be reached. The stop loss, guys, that's a different story. The stop loss is there to prevent you from blowing up your trading account. If you're caught on the wrong side of the trade when you're trading CFDs, let's say, for example, you're trading Bitcoin, because I spoke about Bitcoin a minute ago, and you open a buy position on Bitcoin, predicting the next price movement will be upwards. And it doesn't happen, and it starts going down, and the trade starts going against you. And you see your account becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, that is the purpose of a stop loss. You have to protect your account. If you use a very tight stop loss, though, all your positions might close with a very, very tiny loss, but they will close with a loss. If you use the stop loss correctly and the take profit as well, you're increasing the chances of being successful, and you're reducing the chances of blowing up your trading account. So this is number 2. This is another mistake beginner traders make in 2021. Let's see what number 3 is. They believe they can make a fortune overnight if they trade more. Again, this is a capital mistake, guys. Less is more. And online trading is one of the ways to prove it. You're not going to make a fortune, guys, if you have a bad trading day, or if the financial markets are a bit funny today. You're not going to make a fortune if you open more and more and more trades. Most probably, the result will be blowing up your trading account, losing that investment. And then you're going to get that odd call that's going to tell you you have to deposit more money now. Now, there is something you need to take into consideration. There is only one time when your account manager can call you and tell you to deposit money immediately, or your account gets blown out. And that is when you expose 70% from your account. That's called a margin call, which, just as the name suggests, it's a phone call letting you know you're on the margin, you're on the edge. You have exposed 70% from your funds, from your account. So yes, at that point, if you're in a margin call, you should consider if you can afford to deposit more money or not. When you're in a margin call, guys, you have 3 options. You can take action, which means depositing more funds into your trading account to give yourself more flexibility. Who knows, maybe the trade turns around. Yeah, by the way, you can only get into a margin call when all your trades, or most of your trades, move against you and they start chewing from your balance. So 3 ways, to get out from a margin call. Number 1, deposit more funds. Give yourself a bit more flexibility, but make sure you know how to use the take profit and the stop loss. Don't just expose the account blindly. Number 2, take no action. If you don't have any more funds to deposit, do not borrow the funds, guys. Do not take a loan. Do not expose your the safety of your family, let's say, just for the sake of a trading account. Okay, so you can decide to do nothing, and just wait for a wonder to happen. And number 3, guys, if you're in a margin call, you can choose to close the position that's costing you the most, that's losing you the most money. And that's how you're going to give yourself a bit more breathing space. You're still going to be on the edge, but you're giving yourself a bit more breathing space. And you're allowing the markets to calm down, to turn around. With a bit of patience, with a lot of flexibility in your trading account, you should be okay, at least in theory. But sometimes you're going to stumble onto a margin call. It happens to everyone. It happened to me. It happens to every trader out there. You need to know how to act when you're in that position. So this is number 3. That's why it was so important. Do not trade more, guys. If you have a bad trading day, take a step back, analyze the markets, increase the time frame. Maybe you're trading on a very, very tiny time frame, but more about time frames in a different broadcast. So trading overnight more than you traded over during the day, it's not going to make you a fortune, guys. Most probably it's going to result with you blowing up your account. Number 4, guys, again, which links us to number 3, overexposing the trading account. Most beginner traders start this journey with a wrong mentality. They live under the impression that if they deposit $10,000, they have to trade $10,000. They have an itchy finger and they're going to open position after position after position, or the position sizing on their trading account. It's not right. It's not balanced. How it works. If you deposit $10,000 into a trading account, you're supposed to use maximum 5%. maximum 10%, let's say, from that trading account. And 10% is huge, guys. Yeah, the more money you have in your trading account and the less you're exposing, the less you're using from it, the safer you are. Yeah. What is the probability for, let's say you have $10,000 and you open a position of 0.1 lots, a very small position that only makes you $1 per pip. What are the odds for the Euro USD, for gold, for oil, for Bitcoin to go all the way to zero overnight? Very slim, like on the classical assets, on the standard asset classes. Yeah, that odd is slim to none. On cryptocurrencies, I have my reserves. We saw it before. Yeah, we might see a big spike in the market or a big whipsaw movement that could potentially wipe you out. Don't overexpose your trading account. Do not start this journey thinking that if you deposited whatever amount you deposited, being $500, $1,000, $5,000, you have to trade it all in one day. That is your safety net, guys. You're supposed to use a very small percentage from the amount you deposited. So don't overexpose the trading account, because then you will get into a margin call or you will get stopped out. Most Forex firms have a stop out level when your account exposure reaches over 90%. Yeah, so when you already lost 90% of your money, that's when you're going to get stopped out. Don't fall into this trap, guys. It's not worth it. Do not overexpose your trading account. And number 5, guys, the last and not the least, not putting in the effort to learn, guys. If you check your social media, guys, every day you're going to have thousands, tens of thousands of people asking for trading signals, buying trading signals, offering to sell you trading signals. What do you think a trading signal is? It's not a magic formula to make profits, guys. No trading signal has 100% accuracy. Most trading signals, the good ones, have an accuracy of 70 to, let's say, 75, maybe 80% in some cases. But most times, the accuracy on a trading signal will be around 65, 70%. You don't need to buy trading signals. You need to learn the basics of trading. And that's how you can have a good career. I can't tell you if you're going to be successful or not, but at least you're going to have a fair chance of trying to be successful. Put in the effort to learn, guys. Okay, learn about the business. Learn the basics. It's not that complicated. Find the right person to explain it to you. Find someone that worked in the industry. Don't learn from another trader. Okay, learn from someone that worked in the industry, and that's very important. Okay, you wouldn't go to a hospital and ask a patient what is the cure for your condition. You're gonna go and see a doctor. Okay, so apply the same logic when you're learning about trading. When you start your journey in the financial markets, do not learn from another trader. That trader is just like a patient, from the hospital. He has probably the same condition with you, or he had the same condition with you. This doesn't mean he knows the cure. He might give you the cure that worked for him, but it might not work for you. So when you're looking to learn, when you're starting this journey, learn from someone that really worked in the industry. Right, this is it, guys. This is it, the 5 minutes of wisdom for today. Contact us on instructfx.com, info@instructfx.com, or if you want a direct line to with myself, thechartwhisperer@gmail.com, and I will do my best to help. And I did work in the industry for 10 long years. Right, we're coming back live in 30 seconds with the US markets open, guys. Stay tuned.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back. What's happening, beautiful people? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe, and welcome everyone to our live stream. How is everyone doing this afternoon? Let me know in the comments box below. And please remember, once again, smash that like, share, subscribe button. If you don't want to like and share, at least subscribe to our channel. Now, let's get down to business and see what's happening in the markets today, guys. Thursday, 14th of January, 2021, one day before the weekend. Yay! U.S. markets open. Coming up. Right, and we're back, guys. We're back with the hottest headlines for today. The House of Representatives voted for a second time to impeach President Donald Trump, but no trial will happen before the inauguration. U.S. stocks flat ahead of Joe Biden's announcement on stimulus measures. Initial jobless claims hit 5-month high as COVID pandemic impacts the job markets. Gold futures lower on strong U.S. dollar, and Bitcoin is back at $38,500. Welcome to the U.S. trading session, everyone. Once again, guys, type your comments. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you're struggling with anything. And good afternoon and good morning, America. Now, let's have a quick look at the economic calendar, guys. See what happened in the economic calendar today, guys. This week was quite shy in terms of announcements, but the very few announcements that we had impacted the financial markets. We see a lot of viewers today. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, people. Now, we started the day nice and early at 11 o'clock, just before lunchtime, guys, with ECB President Christine Lagarde having a press conference. No, that was Wednesday, guys. Sorry. My bad. Today, Thursday. Bear with me for a second. Let me kill some pop-ups. There we go. Today, guys. Today. Sorry about that. Now, we had a few announcements today after midnight. We had a few announcements from China, guys, which surprisingly came out in the green. Have a look at there at the top. All green coming from China. China's economy seems to be recovering faster than any other economy in the world. After that, we had the OPEC monthly report, guys, which tricked the crude oil prices and pushed them lower today. Then we had the ECB monetary policy statement, guys, which again impacted the Eurozone. We saw the euro tanking a bit this afternoon. Okay, then we had a couple of announcements from US export price index and import price index, which both came out on the green side this time, on the positive note. And then we had the initial jobless claims, guys, which came out way higher than what economists have predicted. 965,000 jobs, applications, were filled last week. Okay, almost 1 million people filed in their jobless claims. Right, at 1800 hours, in 2 hours from now, guys, we're going to have FOMC member Bostic speaking, followed by Federal Chairman Jerome Powell holding a press conference, and then he will be followed by FOMC member Kaplan's press conference. Big volatility might happen this afternoon, guys, this evening on the US dollar. But until then, let's see what is happening with what are the top 5 things to know in the markets today, guys. First thing first, Joe Biden to detail stimulus plans. Powell speaks later. President-elect Joe Biden will announce details of his plans for extra stimulus measures to support the economy through the pandemic. Biden has promised a sticker price in the $1 trillion a few days ago, a number that has supported equities and other risk assets for the last week. According to various reports, the proposal is expected to contain a boost to the recently authorized $600 direct payments to most Americans, an extension of increased unemployment insurance, and support for state and local governments. Hints that Joe Biden will aim for bipartisan support imply that some elements of the plan may be trimmed to appease Republican lawmakers. An increase to stimulus plans will imply higher federal borrowing and keep the onus on the Federal Reserve to step up as the biggest buyer of the new bonds. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is due to speak later on today. Wow, big things are happening on the US side of things, guys. Number 2 on the board for today, jobless claims due. German GDP shrinks 5% and Chinese trade surplus record. Biden's announcement will come after what's likely to be fresh evidence of a further weakening in the labor market due to the pandemic. And we saw the numbers. Almost 1 million Americans, guys, filed for unemployment last week. Now, overnight, data from the status showed Germany's economy shrank by a little less than expected last year, although it was still the biggest contraction since World War II. Gross domestic product fell 5% from 2019, better than the 5.2% expected. Recent German data have all tended to be revised upwards, so the final outcome for Europe's largest economy may be better than the one reported today. Elsewhere, overnight, China's final trade numbers of the Trump's presidency gave no indication that the 4 years of trade wars had any impact on it at all. Exports were up 18% on the year, while the country's trade surplus hit an all-time high of $78.2 billion. Wow. Now, number 3 on the board, guys. We are only 9 minutes ahead of the U.S. markets open, guys. We're going to see what's happening with the stocks, what's expected to happen with the stock markets today. U.S. stock markets are indicated to open slightly higher, but are likely to stay in modest ranges pending Biden's announcements and any reaction from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. Now, overnight, U.S. 10-year Treasury yields ticked up 1.1% with 1.1% pivoting to be the new support level rather than the resistance level. By 6:30 a.m. Today, guys, Dow Jones futures were up 60 points or 0.2%, while the S&P 500 futures were flat, and the Nasdaq futures were down 0.3%. So most probably you're going to see a flat opening or a very mixed opening, just like the one we saw yesterday. Stocks, guys, for the stock lovers, you know I love you guys, stock lovers. Stocks likely to be in focus later include Tesla, which is being urged by regulators to make what would be one of its biggest safety recalls ever. Asset manager BlackRock and Delta Airlines are both due to report fourth quarter earnings. Now, tomorrow, guys, three major U.S. banks kick the start of the earnings season for 2021, reporting their earnings for the last quarter. Don't forget the earnings season, guys. It's very, very, very important. So Tesla recalls. We might see Tesla tanking today, guys. BlackRock and Delta Airlines are both due to report the earnings most probably after market closing today. Let's see what happened. I did not check the earnings reports. I was waiting for tomorrow, guys, to give you the big news. Number 4 on the board, and now we're talking, guys. Donald Trump impeached again. No trial before inauguration. The House of Representatives voted for a second time to impeach President Donald Trump, who now accounts for half of all impeachment votes since the Constitution was drawn up. No doubt about it, Donald Trump wrote history in only 4 years. 10 Republican lawmakers voted for the motion, while another 4 abstained. The vast majority of the GOP lawmakers opposed, underlining the hold that Trump's electoral base still has on the party. Outgoing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that Donald Trump will not be put on trial by the upper chamber until after the inauguration of Joe Biden. Probably the warnings from the feds, guys, weighted heavily on taking this decision. I'm sure America doesn't want a second standoff with its citizens yet following the impeachment of Donald Trump or the trial of Donald Trump. Right, and number 5 on the board, guys, the last but not the least. OPEC's monthly report due crude consolidates. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries will release its monthly report on the outlook for the global trade market around 7:20 a.m. Eastern Time, according to Newswire reports. The report will carry OPEC's first assessment of demand trends for this year since Saudi Arabia's surprise decision last week to cut output unilaterally by 1 million barrels a day for the next two months. Again, in another effort of creating an equilibrium, a balance on the oil markets. Crude prices have hit a succession of post-pandemic highs since then, helped by 2 reports this week showing a sharp drop in U.S. crude inventories, and were consolidating near those highs overnight. U.S. crude futures were down 0.1% at 52.84 a barrel, while Brent futures were down 0.3%, trading at 55.91 a barrel. These are the top 5 things to know in the markets today, guys. Let's have a quick look at initial jobless claims. What is happening with the initial jobless claims? Unfortunately, the article is not very, very vast. It's a tiny, tiny article, but it sure helps us understand more. Initial claims for jobless benefits surged last week to their highest level in 5 months as the restrictive measures put in place around the country to stop the COVID-19 pandemic continue to take their toll on the U.S. labor market. The Labor Department said 965,000 people filed the initial jobless claims last week, up from 784,000 and well above the 795,000 that was expected. The number of continuing claims also rose by around 200,000 to 5.27 million. Wow. Okay, so America was hit big time by the COVID pandemic, and the situation in the US right now is not good. Now, let's do this, guys. We are only a few minutes away, only 3 minutes away, 4 minutes away from the opening of the U.S. Trading session. I'm going to take a 30 seconds break to catch my breath. And then we're coming back live with the charts of the day and the signals of the day, guys. Meanwhile, type your comments if you have any comments. Smash that subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. Annoy your enemies with subscribing to our daily broadcast. Stay tuned. We're coming back live.
Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, guys, and we're back with the charts of the day. We're only a couple of minutes ahead of the U.S. markets open. Let's see what happened on the markets today, how the assets performed, guys. We're starting with crude oil WTI futures on a 60-minute chart, as you got used to by now. $52.66 this afternoon for crude oil WTI. We saw crude oil tanking a bit on the European trading session. It only started picking up now, just half an hour ago before the U.S. markets open. To be honest, I was expecting, and we might see it. I was expecting crude oil to go down and test that 200 moving average, to go down to 51.39. Okay, and show us a retest of that, but nothing like that happened just yet. Anyway, we're 1 minute ahead of the US Open. Who knows? Maybe it's going to happen in a few minutes. Now we're moving on to the most traded currency pair in the world, guys, which is the Euro US dollar. Once again, on a 60-minute chart. And we can see the euro trading at 121.21 versus the US dollar. There you go. Yeah, with the RSI and the stochastic very close to the oversold levels, very close to exceed the oversold levels. And you can clearly see on the chart, okay, that the euro tanked for the last 3 hours. It got rejected by that 50 moving average, okay, on its way up, and it tanked to 121.21. Let's see what's going to happen after the US markets open, which is going to happen any second now. Okay, I'm afraid we're going to see the euro. If this downward movement continues, we might see the euro going down and testing the 120.60 level, which is where it opened, on the first trading day of 2021. So let's see what's going to happen. Very, very interesting. Overall, we're looking at a downtrend on the euro, guys. I think it's crystal clear for everyone, even for the beginner traders, that the price moved below that 200 moving average. And every time it tries to go up, it gets rejected by that 200 MA. Now, let's have a look at the pound, guys, which done the opposite of the euro today. Something good is happening in UK. 136.48 for the pound versus the US dollar this afternoon. Again, we saw a retest to the downside this time. Of that 50 moving average, and then the price bounced off that 50 moving average with potential to the upside. 136.46 as things stand right now. We see the RSI pointing upwards, and we see the stochastic at the bottom. Even though it's shy, it's still pointing upwards. Let's see how the markets will react. There's definitely going to be some volatility later on today, guys, with the entire world awaiting for Joe Biden's latest news. And the Fed Reserve, Jerome Powell, bringing everyone more news. Moving on to USD JPY, guys, 104 flat, almost 104.03 for USD JPY this afternoon. Again, very shy movement of the USD JPY. However, I think it's, again, crystal clear that it's been creating higher highs and higher lows in the last 4 or 5 trading sessions. So there might be a bit of potential to the upside for the US dollar today. Moving on, we're looking at the Aussie dollar, guys, 0.7752 for the Aussie dollar this afternoon, which, just like the British pound, tested that 50 MA to the downside. The price got rejected from it. Let's see what's going to happen. We're going to have a look at some signals in a minute, guys. USD CAD, again. USD CAD, the US dollar seems to be weakening versus the Canadian dollar. We can see the price moving below that 200 MA. We saw that death cross formed there by the 50 and the 200 MA. And we saw the markets creating lower highs and lower lows. Now, I'm going to draw a trend channel to try and help you understand what on earth I'm talking about. Like one of my friends said, he's not a forex trader, and I was chatting to him, and many times he said, "Mate, I'm not even watching you. I have no idea what on earth you're talking about." Right? This is a trend channel, guys. Well, between you and me speaking, he doesn't want to learn, so don't be like my friend. Now, this is a trend channel. This is how a downtrend looks like, guys. The 200 moving average is an indication that we might see a bit of a weakness. A bit of weakness in the market. So if you're trading on this trend channel, guys, how is this this channel traded? Very easy. What's the logic in trading? Remember, buy low, sell high. So you drew the channel. You know it's a trend channel. It makes a lot of sense. You saw the average highs and the average lows. Whenever the price starts going down from there, many traders will see this as a good entry for a short position, for a sell position on the asset. It might be the US dollar. In our case, it's USD CAD today, but it might be any other asset. Now, they will be expecting a downward movement, and probably they will set their take profits somewhere there in that region if they want to be really cautious. If they don't want to be really cautious, they could try and set the take profit somewhere lower, hoping for a more aggressive movement. But what if it doesn't happen? This is the question. So one of the ways of trading it is somewhere there. Go for the 50% movement instead of chasing the entire movement, the full movement. This is what is happening with USD CAD. And if you're looking carefully at the charts, guys, you can see it moving. You can see it going down as we speak. So who knows? I might know a thing or two about the financial markets. I see more people joining us. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are, and welcome. If you have any comments, type your comments in the box. Let us know what you're struggling with, and we're going to try and help. Right, let's see how the benchmark for the U.S. economy opened today, guys. We see a negative opening on the S&P 500. Or wait, it seemed like a positive opening, but then the candlestick turned red very fast. So I'm going to count it as a negative opening today. With the stochastic turning around from the overbought levels. The RSI did not manage to reach the overbought levels yet. Again, indicating a bit of weakness in the markets. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones, see how the Dow opened. The Dow opened on a positive note today, 31,126.71 for the Dow this afternoon, with the RSI pointing upwards and the stochastic very close to the overbought levels. Now, let's have a quick look at Tesla, guys. I'm curious to see how Tesla opened. Obviously, Tesla opened to the downside, $841, $840. Yeah, it keeps dropping as we speak after the U.S. markets open. After Tesla was warned by the regulators to recall a very high number of cars. This is what is happening. So short positions for Tesla are very likely today, not coming from me, coming from the news. At least that's the logic. Now, moving on. Let's see your favorite, guys. The Bitcoin is currently trading at $39,000, almost $500. Very, very close to the correction, to 100% correction at $41,000, 125.7. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, guys. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a more aggressive correction from Bitcoin. Who knows? Maybe down to the $20,000 mark. Still something is not right. Let's see what else is going to happen. Where do we take it from here? $39,579 for Bitcoin as we speak. If traders decide to trade it as a CFD, guys, probably they're going to set their first take profit levels at $41,125, which is the previous high. Now, we see a gold cross being formed by the 200 and the 50 MA, guys, indicating quite a bit of buying power, indicating quite a bit of positivity in on the Bitcoin right now. Someone is calling my mobile right now. They don't know I'm live. Right. Now, let's have a quick look at Ethereum. There we go. Ethereum made an impressive correction as well. $1,202 for Ethereum this afternoon. Again, very, very, very good movement. We can see the price bouncing off that 200 moving average, guys. The red line that you see acts like a support level for the price. And if this upward movement will continue, probably traders that decide to trade Ethereum as a CFD will aim for the 1,312 level, okay, as that is the previous high. You could go even higher, but you need a reference point. Right, there we go. So, no, the reference point is 13333. This is the reference point. You can see it on the charts. I can see it on the charts. That's the previous high. If this uptrend will continue, yeah, first we need to reach that level, and then we can decide what will happen. Now, okay, nothing really big happened yet. Nothing really big happened yet on the markets. We see oil recovering, 52.72 for crude oil this afternoon. Let's see. Probably the markets didn't react yet. Let's have a quick look at some trading signals, guys, shortly after the US Open. See how investing.com sees it this afternoon. Neutral on the euro on a 5-minute chart, and the rest looks like a strong sell for the euro. Okay, the euro is supposed to weaken today versus the US dollar. The pound, guys, is surprising us with strong buy positions on a 5-minute, 15-minute, and daily charts. Okay, we see a bit of weakness on USD JPY after the US Open. We see a strong sell on a 5-minute chart, ending with a strong buy on a daily chart. So allow the markets to breathe, guys. Allow the markets to settle. A lot of traders will hold back from trading today. Yeah, because they don't know what Joe Biden will say, what Jerome Powell will say, yeah, and what else is happening in the US after the US markets open. So it's not a big deal if you hold back and just observe the markets for today. Yeah, less is more. Remember what I was telling you 20 minutes ago. Right, now we're looking at the Aussie dollar versus the US dollar, guys, with strong buy positions. Still all green, almost all green for the Aussie dollar this afternoon. The euro, strong sell, 4 red for the euro versus the pound, guys, this afternoon. There you go. This is a clear indication. Yeah, euro GBP, strong sell, 4 red on the euro. USD CAD, again, we're looking at strong sell positions. Nothing really happened yet. Strong signals. Then the euro is supposed to weaken versus the Japanese yen and versus the Swiss franc as well. So you have at least 3 potential sell positions for the euro this afternoon. Euro GBP looks like a strong sell. Euro JPY looks like a strong sell. And the euro CHF, yeah, the Swiss franc, looks like a strong sell. On the other hand, we're looking at the pound strengthening, guys, after Brexit. GBP JPY, 4 green for the pound with strong buy positions, and GBP CHF, again, 4 green for the pound with 4 strong buy positions. Again, you see how trading works. You're starting to understand. I feel it. Okay, there's no point putting all the eggs in one basket. Okay, you have many opportunities. For example, GBP JPY, GBP CHF, buy, yeah? Then you have Euro CHF, sell, Euro JPY, sell, Euro GBP, sell. Okay, one of them, two of them might not go according to plan. Yeah, they might not go as planned. They might turn around. Something might happen. But you still have 2 or 3 more positions, yeah, to rely on. And getting 5 out of 5 wrong, it means you're doing something wrong, guys. Right, let's move on to some more trading signals, guys, and see what is happening with commodities this afternoon. I am shocked with the underperformance of gold lately. Okay, shortly after the US Open, we see gold and silver and copper, guys, with strong buy positions. A lot of green on the charts for gold, silver, and copper. Yeah, all 3 of them are expected to go up today. At least that's what investing.com says about it. We're looking at crude oil, another pop-up, the pop-up sniper. There we go. Half a second, 2 pop-ups. I'm getting good at this. Crude oil WTI and Brent oil, guys. We're looking at strong buy positions for crude oil WTI after the US Open. Brent oil is still shy, just a buy position, still very, very undecided. Let's have a quick look on the charts and see what is happening with oil, guys. There we go. We can see crude oil pushing higher. So if it manages to break, to settle above those, the yellow and the blue line, the 50 and the 20 moving average, okay, then probably we're going to see trading a bit higher. Yeah, and then traders will probably, look at 53.90 for the first take profit level. Let's have a quick look at Brent oil futures as well. Right, very, very similar movement to crude oil, but still, Brent oil is still shy. Yeah, you could take a chance. It's up to you. 55.68 for Brent oil futures. Again, if this movement will continue and the candlesticks will settle above the 50 and the 20 MA, then probably traders will eye the 57.32 level, as that is the previous high. Right, we're looking at the RSI and the stochastic pointing upwards, guys, turning around from the oversold level. So there is potential for the upside for Brent oil futures this afternoon. Quick look at the RSI and the stochastic for crude oil WTI. Yes, crude oil WTI again. RSI pointing upwards, stochastic turning around apparently and pointing upwards. Okay, there is potential to the upside, guys. Back to some trading signals. Copper, 4 green on copper. Very, very good. Now, natural gas mixed this afternoon. We see a very shy buy signal on a 5-minute chart, followed by 2 red. 15 minutes and an hourly, and the daily remains a strong buy. No, natural gas is supposedly strengthening this afternoon. We just saw the signal changing to a strong buy. So probably the strong sell will become a sell and then neutral. Right, and US wheat, we only see a strong buy on a 5-minute chart and a strong buy on a daily chart, so there is potential to the upside for US wheat as well. Right, stocks, guys, stocks, my favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite, stocks. Let's see what gives us a clear direction. As usual, we see ExxonMobil with 4 strong buy positions this afternoon. We see Microsoft with 3 strong buy positions, and we see Procter & Gamble with 4 red, 4 strong sell indications by investing.com. On the other hand, we're looking at Johnson & Johnson, General Electric, and JP Morgan, guys, which will report tomorrow and kickstart the earnings season for the big players, for the big banks. Okay, with, again, strong buy positions. Good day for stock traders. On the other hand, we're looking at AT&T, all red for AT&T. Supposedly it's going down today for strong sell. And then Chevron, Intel, for all green, 4 strong buy positions. Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and Citigroup, guys, again, are expected to go up today, at least according to investing.com, with all green on the charts, 4 strong buy positions. Right, and now the last but not the least, guys, let's see what is happening with the indices, with the Wall Street indices, with the benchmarks for the American economy. Guys, we are already 15 minutes into the US trading session, and apparently all the indices are expected to go up today. Apparently, that opening was Mixed, yeah, mixed and flat, more or less. Now, as more orders coming to the market, we see all green for Nasdaq 100, S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, the Russell 2000, the tiny Russell 2000, as well as the DJ Transportation, all green for the U.S. indices today, ahead of Joe Biden's news report, let's call it, on the new stimulus measures, and also ahead of Jerome Powell's speech this afternoon. DJ Composite again for green for the DJ Composite. Right now, this is it for today, guys. This is it from my side. Again, I hope I was useful to you today. You don't want to talk to me, you're very shy. No problem. We're gonna get to know each other, and then you're gonna open up a bit more. Join me again tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place, for another great round of market talks. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money.